Welcome. This is our video on August 2019 astrology forecast, including 2 new moons. This month there's 2 new moons. The first in Leo, in the sign of Leo the Lion, on the 1st, and the second in the sign of Virgo the Virgin on the 30th of the month. Now on the 15th of the month of August, there's a full moon that's going to occur in the sign of Aquarius, the water bear. We're also going to get to planetary monthly ingresses, guardian angelic forces, and all of those types of planetary ingresses. Plus, we're going to talk about the station changes and that kind of thing. All right, now first to just get to the moons, the lunar phases regarding the 2 new moons and the full moon. Okay, we're going to have again on the 1st in the sign of Leo, the Lion. There's going to be a new moon. Now Leo's similar to the natural 5th house. It's akin to the natural 5th house of children and creativity. Okay, so that's the horoscope house for the sign. Okay, now for the 15th of the month in the sign of Aquarius, the water bear, 15th of the month, sign of Aquarius, that's when we have the full moon that's going to occur. Now on the 30th, we have in Virgo, Virgo the Virgin, we have another new moon. We have another new moon. Another new moon in the sign of Virgo the Virgin, and that's on the 30th of the month. Now, it's called, when you have 2 full moons, it's called a blue moon, but this is not 2 full moons. It's 2 new moons. So that's a little bit different. All right, now, again, we're going to be going over also elemental archangels, and in August 2019, the Guardian Angels, which are the elemental, same as the elemental archangels, is going to be the Archangel Michael, the Archangel, and this is because the sign of Leo, the Lion, is a fixed fire sign, and therefore the Archangel Michael, who is the elemental archangel over all the fire signs, is going to be active because of that. Now also, we're going to have a lot of influence from the elemental archangel, the archangel who's in charge of all of the air signs, and that's the Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael in charge of all of the air signs. So that's going to be because of Aquarius for the full moon, Aquarius the water bearer. Even though it's a water bearer, it's an air sign, because Aquarius is a fixed air. Okay, now the elemental archangel Uriel is going to come into play. Since Virgo is a mutable earth sign, we will also be providing and giving you a lot of very vital, significant information regarding, again, horoscope houses, station changes, and planetary aspects, and these types of predictions. First, our disclaimer: watching this video or reading the document attached to it is an act of spiritual willpower, and any such action is considered magic. High magic should be used with all mindfulness, since powerful forces of manifestation are unleashed. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. I'm a Rosicrucian seer, I'm a biblical astrologer, and I'm a Christian psychic and a Gnostic mystic. And this is a Readings by Rosemary angelic transmission. Now, regarding the lunar phases for August of 2019, again, we're going to give you all the lunar phases, the 2 new moons and the full moon, and also planetary ingresses, natural horoscope houses, station changes, planetary aspects, elemental and planetary guardian archangels, and zodiac angels using Greenwich Mean Time. Now, keep in mind that the Archangel Michael is not only the elemental archangel that presides over all of the fire signs, but he's also the planetary archangel of the sun, of soul, of the sun. And also, with that said, the Archangel Raphael is not only presiding over all of the air signs, but also is the guardian planetary archangel associated with the planet Mercury. And then also the Archangel Gabriel. The Archangel Gabriel presides over all of the, for the elemental archangel portion, over all of the water signs, but also is the guardian angel, that's Gabriel, of the ancient planet, the moon, because the ancients considered the sun and moon planets. It just means wanderer. Okay, so now August, again, 2019, we've chosen these representations, but also keep in mind that these are the representations that are not the Merkaba fields. The Merkaba field for the air signs would look like this for Raphael, and for Gabriel the Merkaba field would look like this, okay, and for Michael or Michael the Merkaba field for fire looks like this, okay, and this one's for water, okay, and this one that looks like the Star of David in three-dimensional form looks like Earth. This is for Earth. Okay, so you see we have the Merkaba field representation and the one that looks more like something we can relate to in our human form with wings. Okay, now August 1st of 2019, again, it's a new moon. And I'm going to show you now some of we've done a chart for you here to show you how these are going to, how this is going to play out. I'm going to bring this in for you a little bit here so you can see it better. All right. Now, for the new moon in Leo, again, the new moon in Leo, we're going to have, that is going to be here, the new moon in Leo the Lion, the new moon here. And again, Leo is akin to the natural fifth house of children and creativity. Planetary Archangel Gabriel visits dwelling of Zodiac Angel Verchiel. Elemental Archangel for Leo is Guardian Archangel Michael, who presides over all of the fire signs. Again, Michael the Archangel. For Leo. On the 11th of the month, we have the planet Mercury. And Mercury, at that time, on the 11th of August 2019, Mercury will ingress the sign of Leo. So it'll go into Leo. It'll go from the sign of Cancer into the sign of Leo. And that's on the 11th. And Leo the Lion, again, it's akin to the natural fifth house of creativity and children. And Planetary Archangel Raphael visits dwelling of Zodiac Angel Verchiel. Verchiel for Leo and Raphael for Mercury. On the 15th of the month, we have our full moon. Our full moon up here, and the full moon will be in Aquarius, which is analogous to the natural 11th house of friends and reputation. Planetary Archangel Gabriel visits habitation of Zodiac Angel Cambriel. So Gabriel for the moon and Cambriel for Aquarius. Elemental Archangel for Aquarius, again, the elemental Archangel for Aquarius, the guardian angel will be Raphael, who presides over all the air signs. Now moving to the 18th of the month, we have on August 18th, 2019, Mars ingress Virgo. Planet Mars will ingress into the sign of Virgo, the Virgin, which is analogous to the natural sixth house of health and habits. Planetary Seraphim Samael visits habitation of Zodiac Angel Hamaliel for Virgo, and the Seraphim Samael, very powerful angel for Mars. Okay, on the 21st of August, we have Venus Ingress Virgo, which is similar to the natural 6th house of health and habits. So again, on August 21st, we have the planet Venus here. And that's going to be, again, ingressing into Virgo, which is similar to the natural 6th house of health and habits. Planetary Archangel Raphael of the planet Venus will ingress into Virgo, and the Zodiac Angel for Virgo is Hamaliel. Hamaliel for the Zodiac Angel for Virgo. On August 23rd, 2019, we've got the Sun Ingress Virgo. Sun Ingress Virgo here. And with Sun Ingress Virgo, which is similar to the natural 6th house of health and habits, that's Virgo, similar to the natural 6th house here. So you have, it starts in Aries in a natural chart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Virgo. It's works like that. And the planetary archangel Michael visits abode of Zodiac Angel Hamaliel. Now, even though Virgo is an earth sign, this is the planetary archangel Michael for the sun. Again, Michael for the sun, and for fire signs, Raphael for Mercury, and for air signs, Gabriel for the moon, and for water signs. Now, we move to the 29th of August. Mercury will then ingress into Virgo. So in the beginning, early in the month, it goes from the sign of Cancer into the sign of Leo, and then later on in the month, it's on the 29th, Mercury will go from Leo into the sign of Virgo. So Mercury will ingress Virgo, which is analogous, into the natural 6th house of health and habits. Planetary Archangel Raphael visits abode of Zodiac Angel Hamaliel. Hamaliel for Virgo, and Raphael for not only the air signs but also for Mercury. August 30th. On August 30th, we have a new moon, which is going to be in Virgo. A new moon here in Virgo. So the moon will ingress from Leo into Virgo. And again, Virgo is akin to the natural 6th house of habits and health. Planetary Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel for the moon. The planetary Archangel Gabriel will visit the dwelling of Zodiac Angel Hamaliel for Virgo. This is Gabriel for the moon, and for Virgo it would be the Zodiac Angel named Hamaliel. Elemental Archangel for Virgo again is Uriel. So Uriel, because Uriel is for earth signs, and who presides over all the earth signs. Uriel, and for the earth signs, this is the Merkaba field. So you see how we have the more abstract form, or the geometrical form, and then the more familiar form of a human form with wings that we sometimes see them represented for the angelic beings and the angelic forces. Okay, now as far as the station changes, on August 1st we've got Mercury turning direct. So Mercury will turn direct while transiting to the sign of Cancer the crab. So while it's still in the sign of Cancer, it'll turn direct. Okay, and since Cancer the crab has the divine tone of I feel, expect an emotive and a subjective, albeit straightforward approach when communicating with others. Now, August 11th, Jupiter turns direct while transiting through the sign of Sagittarius the Archer. So Jupiter will turn direct on the 11th while transiting through the sign of Sagittarius the Archer. Since Sagittarius the Archer has the divine tone of I perceive, expect fresh prospects for superior fortune, autonomy, and larger-than-life rewards. On the 12th, August 12th, Uranus is going to turn retrograde while transiting through the sign of Taurus the Bull. So Uranus here will turn retrograde in the sign of Taurus the Bull. And since Taurus the Bull has a divine tone of I have, expect a measured and deliberate liberation movement against avarice and greed for more and more creature comforts. When Uranus goes direct again on January 11th of 2020, the uprisings against greed and easy living will become more imperative. Although being that Uranus is a slow planet and Taurus is a is an unhurried fixed earth sign. These two facets will keep the rebellions from becoming unmanageable, although this will affect the very foundation of our lives. Therefore, while Uranus is retrograde for the next 5 months in Taurus, for the next 5 months, sort of get your core projects really on track now before they become quite urgent. Okay, now we're going to move to the planetary aspects for you. The planetary aspects, we're going to give you the aspects, and we're also going to give you what that means and how that will affect you, what you can anticipate and expect that this is going to mean for you. Okay, August 2nd, Venus in Leo. Venus in Leo, square Uranus in Taurus. And that's here on the red line, the light red line for a square. Now, for Venus in Leo square Uranus in Taurus, creative approaches to love, romance, and creature comforts cause tension in the form of upheavals in foundations of the status quo. Now, on the 7th, Sun in Leo. Sun in Leo, trine Jupiter retrograde in Sagittarius on the blue line there. Expect from Sun in Leo trine Jupiter retrograde in Sagittarius, success in life centering around children and creative projects gives an opportunity to count our blessings, especially about our achievements. Now, August 8th. On August 8th, we have Venus in Leo trine Jupiter retrograde in Sagittarius, very similar to the other one on the red line. On the blue line, the light blue line there. Now, for Venus in Leo trine Jupiter retrograde in Sagittarius, love, romance, and career success finds a chance to sit back and enjoy many ambitions obtained with confidence and with charm. August 14th, Sun in Leo conjunct Venus in Leo. So Sun in Leo conjunct Venus in Leo. They're in the same house. Now, for Sun in Leo conjunct Venus in Leo, confidentiality and compassion and self-determination, and the most important thing would be confidence. And this kind of heartfelt leadership will find a way to incorporate allure and enchantment into the mix, along with the confidence. So a little bit of Leo's more masculine qualities along with Venus's more feminine qualities and allure. So that will be a very potent mix. Now, August 16th, Mercury in Leo square Uranus retrograde in Taurus. So we have, again, Mercury in Leo square Uranus retrograde in Taurus. Here, again, on the light red line. Now, for Mercury in Leo square Uranus retrograde in Taurus, it's a sold-out show, basically. Now, get ready for a standing ovation brought on by means of an imaginatively determined outpouring of long-concealed talents. August 21st, Mercury in Leo trine Jupiter in Sagittarius. Mercury in Leo trine Jupiter in Sagittarius. Now, Jupiter will not be retrograde at a time. It will have already gone direct by this time, by the 21st. So flamboyant, cool-headed self-assurance and poise add opportunity to obtain personal sovereignty when it comes to the meaning of life. For August 24th, we have Venus in Virgo conjunct Mars in Virgo. Venus in Virgo conjunct Mars in Virgo. Romance becomes a pragmatically rational and competitive endeavor with attempts to logically explain illogical emotions and hormonal responses. In other words, bring your graphs and your flow charts along on your dates, because you got people trying to logically explain illogical hormonal behavior. And that, so expect people to tell you all the logical reasons why this happens in love and why that happens in love. And really, there's no rhyme or reason to it, but it'll be important for people to feel like they have a handle on it. Because sometimes people, if they're upset about love or concerned about it, they might feel more in control if they think they can logically explain it. But remember, everything happens really, the way you really influence people is through the right brain, not the left brain. The left brain is a lot of noise, and it's for distraction, the art of distraction. Like when a stage magician does something here to get your attention, but then does something that you're not looking at over here, what they're using to get your attention is the left brain, the logic, the left brain. But what they're not telling you, and what they're doing behind the scenes, is in the right brain, and that's what goes right in to your consciousness, and that's what manifests. So the things that are silly and illogical are the things that will manifest. And that's basically how a lot of magic works. It's very important that you understand that. August 26th, we're going to have Venus in Virgo trine Uranus retrograde in Taurus. So on the 26th, Venus in Virgo here, trine Uranus retrograde in Taurus here. So there's a trine there as well. And big changes in economic policy are coaxed through pursuits and of very pure values and stern analysis of past and present monetary performance. August 28th, Mars in Virgo trine Uranus retrograde in Taurus. Again, that's on the 28th. We have Mars in Virgo here, and that's going to be trine Uranus retrograde in Taurus. Another trine. These two are very close together. Some of these aspects are very close together. So busy bees buzz around frenetically looking for fresh innovations and new discoveries that will pour vast riches into their coffers. Now August 30th, Sun in Virgo trine Uranus retrograde in Taurus. So we have the Sun, which has gone ingress into Virgo, trine Uranus retrograde in Taurus. There again, another trine on the blue line. So the Sun in Virgo in a trine aspect to retrograde Uranus, and the sign of the bull is going to create a formula of a perfect triumph is won by the application of revolutionary ideals put to securing conduits through which to trade currency and resources. So that will be very, very interesting. Now we're going to get into the Hebrew calendar associations. The Hebrew calendar associations. We have the Sun Shemesh Ingress Virgo. And Sun is Shemesh in Hebrew, and Virgo is Betula. New Moon, Ingress Leo, or New Moon in Leo. New Moon in Leo. New moon in Leo. Levana is the name for the moon, or Rosh Kadesh, the new moon. And in Leo, the Leo said Ari, the Ari. New moon in Virgo, ingress into Virgo. So new moon. So for the word moon, it's Levana, and for new moon, it's Rosh Kadesh. And in Virgo, Virgo is Betula, is the Hebrew constellation. The full moon, Levana, again, moon means Levana, in Hebrew, Levana, and also Keseh, and also Shabbat or Moshiach. Many people feel that Shabbat actually is the Messiah, and actually Shabbat and the full moon used to mean the same thing. I believe that's in Isaiah 66:23. It talks about new moon to new moon and Sabbath to Sabbath. So Shabbat and Moshiach, the coming of the Lord, and that's in Aquarius, Deli. Mercury, Kokav, ingress Leo. Mercury, Kokav is Mercury, ingress Leo. Leo is Ari. Mercury will then ingress into Virgo, so Kokav for Mercury into Virgo. Virgo Betula is the constellation name in Hebrew. Now Venus, again, Venus, the name for Venus, the planet in Hebrew is Noga, will ingress into Virgo, and Virgo is Betula. Mars is Ma'adim. Mars in Hebrew is Ma'adim, ingress into Virgo. Again, Virgo is Betula. Now Jupiter, the Hebrew word for Jupiter is Zedek, and the Hebrew word for Saturn is Shabbatai. The Hebrew word for Uranus is Oron. The Hebrew word for Neptune is Rahab. And there is no Hebrew word for Pluto. I once heard someone say, I heard a rabbi say, that if there's not a Hebrew word for it, it's probably a bad idea. I don't want to say anything bad about the planet Pluto, because we all love Pluto, even though they tried to demote it, but I thought that was interesting. I believe the rabbi's name was Friedman, if I remember correctly, but if memory serves, but I'll have to look that up, because I'll be going over this every month, so I'll be able to make sure of that. Now, keep in mind that achieving goals and accomplishing phenomenal success through magical intervention is all possible if one knows when and whom to evoke. Magicians must also consider how various planetary and zodiacal angelic beings will interact with each other, making sure to invoke into oneself or invoke into one's sacred circle, or to evoke is to call upon potent forces of light that will extend into facets of the Magi's life predetermined by her or him for specific purposes tangential to true will. Magic must be taken seriously, since it is an ancient method of manifestation intended for practical victories over constricting forces which set our 3D reality, physicality into motion. Magic has rules just like any other science, which must be devotedly applied to practice. Magicians strive not to break natural laws, but rather to understand how Mother Nature manifests her creations so that we are able to work in tandem with her. Information found in this document, in this video, is based on the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I have committed to memory. Thank you for joining us, and please join us again.